What so many of us within the church don't truly understand is that this prosperity, word of faith, name it and claim it, decree and declare it, spiritual manifestation, speak it over your own life, man-centered gospel has a trickling down effect. It has been spreaded. It has reached and touched every aspect of American Christianity. And we're using Jesus for our own benefit and to gain things in this world. We sing about it, rap about it, dance to it, podcast about it, content create about it. We're literally leading each other down the broad way to destruction because we tell each other that Jesus is all about our success, our comfort, prosperity, our health, and having a good life. And that's not the truth. We joke about false teachers, but so many of us have soaked up false teaching that now we are passing it along to one another. We have literally become the limbs of false teaching. We are its hands and feet on the ground and within the soil, because our own personal view or relationship with Jesus is not rooted in truth. When you think about a tree being watered, a tree that is watered, branches start to extend, leaves start coming off of those branches. What's happening within the church is that all of these false teachings are flowing through the entire body. So we ourselves are planting those same seeds within the church through whatever medium. So many of us who have been influenced by false teaching are now the very branches and extensions of it within our respective fields. And the wheat is growing with the tares. And what I need to warn you about is that there are literally people who do not love Jesus who are giving Christian platforms because they are industry plants. And I mean that literally and figuratively. Some of them actually know what they're doing, how they're corrupting the gospel and presenting a false Jesus. They are wolves in sheep clothing. And then some of us just need time to mature and grow out of false teaching because we're still sprouting in the faith and ignorant to the truth. One of the things that Paul did to distinguish himself from false teachers is that he didn't take money for preaching the gospel. I just want you to think about that because we're living in a time where AI can produce all kinds of things and social media is free. So if we genuinely just have a heart to do things for Jesus and give it away freely, it's so easy to do that, but a lot of us are trying to make money. And I'm speaking to all of us who make music, who write books, who create art. Anything that we're doing for Jesus and trying to make money, we have to sincerely examine our own hearts and question our own motives. And the reason why I bring up Paul is because Paul was trying to warn Timothy about false teachers. But what we have to understand is that false teaching doesn't stay with false teachers. False teaching produces seeds and then seeds blossom and grow. Now we have Christians all over the country telling each other about a false gospel and a false Jesus. This is why the church is becoming so much like the world. We've been so blinded by false teaching that we don't realize that we're just using Jesus to pursue all of the same things as the world. But God is trying to change our hearts and our desires, and a lot of us as Christians still want all of the same things that the world wants. Our actions are different, but our heart isn't, because the wrong seeds are in us. All of this stems from us not understanding how much false teaching has been implanted within us. If we're not careful, we become carriers and we start to negatively affect other believers' growth in Christ, because we're teaching other believers that Jesus is all about prospering us. We're not helping each other to have enduring faith. Jesus is not about our success. He is about our souls.